Good evening, I'm Vanessa Flowers.
And I'm Dave Roberts. People who know the injured woman call the crime disgusting. Just thinking someone would be a target based on sexual orientation shocks hundreds of people.
Many of them gather at the state capitol tonight. That's where 1011 News reporter Bridget Farjan is live. Bridget.
Yeah, Vanessa and Dave, there are still a few of the estimated 500 people who showed up at the state capitol tonight for the vigil. Some knew the victim, others had never even met her, but they all had one thing in common: showing support. Walking to the capitol, holding candles for hope. A community gathers to end violence and hate.
No one should ever have to fear. No one should ever have to fear these kinds of things.
I wanted to go hunt people down that did this and make them pay. But then I become one of them.
This vigil to end violence comes after a Lincoln woman and member of the LGBTQ community was assaulted early Sunday morning inside her home. It's a gruesome crime some are saying was intentional.
There were things carved on her body that can only be described as hate. And that's something that's taught, and we need to stop teaching it.
I absolutely think it was a hate crime, and it appalls me that someone judges her on one small portion of her character.
Lincoln police say two men broke into the woman's house, assaulted her, and then started her home on fire. Somehow the victim escaped and ran for help.
My neighbor was standing there, and she had no clothes on. Her hands had been tied with zip ties. And the first thing I saw was the blood running down her face.
The woman was taken to the hospital where she was treated and released. Those who know her say she didn't deserve this.
Couldn't have a better neighbor than her. She is just phenomenal, and she's not just a great neighbor to me, she's a great neighbor to everyone. She mows neighbors' yards.
Every now and then when she's outside mowing, the next door neighbor next to her, she mows our lawn too, because she knows I can't afford to get a lawnmower, so she's nice enough to just mow our lawn.
Now, those who were here for the vigil, as well as the people who live in that neighborhood, just hope police find who is responsible for doing this to the victim. Now, LPD would not release very many details about the assault, break-in, and attempted arson, only saying they are investigating. Now, we are told that there will be a fund set up to help the victim starting tomorrow. We will bring you that information as soon as it becomes available on 1011now.com. Reporting live at the state capitol, Bridget Farjan, 1011 News.
All right, thank you, Bridget.